Recording has started. So tonight we want to discuss Formik and Yup. Formik makes management of our form easier. It makes it easy for us to manage our form. And let's start it. To start with, we are going to install the two libraries, Formik, Yup. So let's go and install them. I can even let's install them here, right here. So run npm install Formik, Yup. So you can install them separately. You may first run npm install Formik, then run npm install Yup, but this makes it faster, like running the two together at once. Okay, so let's close the terminal now. We've installed the two. Um, since we have Formik and Yup here, let's start using them. So we want to build a form, and we are going to use Formik and Yup to manage this form that we are building. We are going to use the two of them. So let's start. Let's first bring in Formik. We are going to say inside this Formik. Oh, let me remove this too. We're going to say import Formik from the library we just imported. Formik. So we are going to use this Formik now. Your form will be within this Formik. The form that I build, nínú Formik key. You will use this Formik. You know, this like a component. I've been now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So bring it in. Formik. So all our form will be within this Formik. But I want us to notice something inside this Formik before we move on. Inside this Formik, I'll put a function here, an arrow function here. Okay, sorry. Let's go. Oh, we are writing JavaScript. So we are putting an arrow function within this Formik. So this arrow function, let's just say props, or you can call it anything. You know this arrow function I've been now.
Yes.
So let's say console log props.
Your screen. I thought I'm the one. Your screen, no.
Shouting the line.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. So we can say console log props. Nǹkan tá à ń ṣe nípa afẹ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó wà nínú Formik key. Do you understand? Afẹ́ láwọn nǹkan tó wà nínú Formik key. We have Formik. Inside this Formik, we just put an arrow function, and we are receiving props. This can be anything. You know, this can be anything. I've been now. Could you props?
Yes.
This can be. So you're saying console log props. So let's see those things inside the Formik. Let's run it on the browser. So let me make it bigger. So we have these objects. Let's open this object and say we have dirty, we have error. Are you saying it? I will explain the meaning of all of it. Dirty, error, yeah. This get feed pass, get feed meta. Let's go down. There are still many things there. Undo change, undo resets, undo submits. So Okpasha, there are a lot of things inside that Formik. Let's now proceed. Next, these guys that built this Formik, I mean these developers that built this Formik, they've made our life so easy that they've also made some things available inside this Formik library. One of them is form. So instead of using your own form tag, you can use their own form tag. Their own form tag is more flexible, like they've already customized it, so you don't need to like you don't need to disturb yourself that much. Then they've also created a tag called a component called feed. Instead of using input, you will use this field tag. Do you understand? Instead of using your own form tag, I'm okay, perfect create form, I'm an form tag. Inside it, I'm an input.
Yeah.
So instead of creating yours, they've created one for you. And also feed, instead of you creating input and text area, they've created one for you too. So, but everything you want to do will be within this callback.
Screen.
Oh, sorry. What about now?
Yes.
Okay. So everything you want to do will be within this callback, this arrow function tag for CV, you know, Lamara basic. So let's put our form tag there. Remember, this is capital letter F, not small letter f. If you are using small letter f, you are using the one in HTML. But by using the capital letter, you are using the imported one from Formik. So your form will have feeds like inputs, like right, maybe first name, last name, and all of that. So I can say feed. This feed, with this feed, you are using this feed tag. Let's get maybe two to three feeds. Okay. It can be self-closing tag. It's not necessary anyway. So, shall we feed method allow the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, let's give them placeholder so that I might differentiate one. Placeholder. Just see this feed as inputs. Echo, you want benye. Placeholder.
Okay.
First name. Placeholder. Last name. And let's say placeholder. Password. So we have them. Shall we they are just like inputs.
Yes.
Next, we want to add the data, the type. This password by Koyakoma display contain and types in Abina.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So you can also add your type. The reason I'm doing all of this for you to just see that it's just like ordinary input. Type equals to password. So
Yes.
okay. Now let's now try to do this same thing in another way. Tó bá wù yín a lè ṣe báyìí o. In fact, for most of the work that I maybe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ṣe ni. But I just want to show us another way based on what we've learned so far.
Oh.
So we're going to create a variable. You can call it maybe you can even call it inputs. So it can be an array of objects. Inside this place, you have a feed called placeholder, first name, type of the first name. We want the type to be text. Text. Then okay, let's stop here. Then I will just copy and paste this. Copy.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
What about now?
Yeah, better. It's fine.
Okay. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. So we have these three inputs. Let me do it like this. Come on. Okay, so are the inputs, are the method I have now?
Yes.
Okay, good. So instead of writing this feed 3 times, we can now, let me remove them. and make them big. Oh, what is that? Let me comment them out. Then we are now going to say what's the name of this is inputs. You now say inputs, which is that array of objects, dot map. So the first is, you can call it IMP. The second is the index. Return this. You now say return feed. Oh, sorry. Return a feed tag. That feed tag we have a placeholder, and that placeholder will be imp dot placeholder. Then type will be imp dot type. So give this feed, give this one a key. Key equals to imp. So we still achieve the same results. So we have first name. So let's adjust this. This is password, and the data type here is type password. Then this is last name, and the type here is type text. Okay, so we have this same results that Nini come, whichever you are more comfortable with anyway. But it's just easy because if you want to add new input, it be like I would like it's not static. Shall I understand? It makes it dynamic somehow. I've been now. Should I get it motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of rising through 3 times.
Yes, you understand it. Now, sometimes you may want all these feeds to have initial values, like in Kotomafi Bell, initial values. You may want that to happen. So let's do that together. This feed is expecting something we call a name property. Name property. Name equals to. Now, Timbasope, let's look at this to explain it so that you understand it much easier. Okay, normally feed wamani name now, like input only in the name property. Abi now.
Yes.
So the way Formik was built, it was built to interact with this feed using the name property. What you build then here? To interact with it using name property. Do we get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What I mean is this. Let's say the name of this is first name. The name of this is last name. And the name of this
It's password.
password. So that will key and working on initial values. You know, for now they don't have initial values, right? They don't. For instance, if I don't use click anything ben now. So we have initial values. You can easily run that here. This Formik is a component. It's expecting a prop called initial values.
Your screen.
What about now?
Okay.
Okay. So this Formik is expecting a prop called initial values. So this prop is expecting an object. Shall I get there?
Yes.
So Formik is expecting a prop called initial values, and this prop is expecting an object. So we are now going to say, in Koto 1B is first name, Abi. It must also be the key here, first name. Kila fẹ́ kí initial values first name jẹ́ bóyá mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó jẹ́ objects use column. Mo fẹ́ kí initial value first name kó jẹ́ Táyé. Mo fẹ́ kí initial value last name kó jẹ́ Abidakun. o fẹ́ kí initial or fẹ́ password mi fẹ́ yẹ kó kí yẹn tiẹ̀ ní any initial value. Just put this. So when we get to the browser, I gbé first name á lọ wá bí tí name first name wà nínú ibẹ̀. Shall understand it?
Yes.
Àwa eléyìí náà á lọ wá bí a fi sínú ẹ̀, àwa eléyìí náà á lọ wá a fi sí inú ẹ̀. Name yẹn ló lò ó, name property yẹn ló lò. So when we get to the browser, let's go to the browser now. Oh, what's going on? Initial values. Oops.
They're repeating the fields down.
Okay, you mean like this one should not even be the course. This shouldn't be.
Okay. Okay.
It shouldn't
Okay.
be. What are we doing wrong?
What's going on? Okay, the initial values are not showing.
Yes. Ó yẹ kó gbé wá bí a ṣe kọ́ yẹn. Ó yẹ kó gbé wá immediately. The initial values are meant to be the starting points. You forgot to add to your input. Mo add the kìíní sí. Name. Initial values. Let's check again. Let's refresh. Mi ma bóyá refresh ni mo kàn refresh yìí sórí ẹ̀ ti dé bẹ́ẹ̀. Are we together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's continue. But live server mo ń lò now, so mo expect kò yẹ kó autofill ẹ̀. But anyway, thank God that bug has been fixed. Then we have this name. What's it called? This will be assigned to as the initial value of this. This will be assigned as the initial value of this, and this will be assigned as the initial value of this. We are not yet done. Let's now assume that we want to submit this input. You get it? Like, you know, when you get inputs from users, maybe you want to send it to the back end. And of course, most likely that's what you want to do. So you can come here and add a button. And that inside that button, you make it to be type submit. So as expected, when you click on this button, you know, since the type is type submit, it's going to try to submit this from Abi. Ṣé kò yé wa nǹkan tí mo ṣàlàyé? Àbó yé wa?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say this is submit form. So when we click on this button, it will try to submit everything inside this form. So let's do that together. This Formik is expecting another property or another prop called on submit. On submit, that is, whenever you try to submit this form, what should it do? So you can add it as a prop on submit. So what do you expect it to do? You can put a function here. But to make our work much neater, neat, I can create the function out. So let's say.
So that on submit is an event.
Yes, it's an event. So when you click on this button to try to submit this form, it will trigger this on submit. Normally,
Okay.
form attributes ní on submit nínú tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. I mean HTML form attributes. Ó ní on submit náà nínú. So on submit yẹn làwọn ń pè ní bíbí. Do we get it?
Again.
Okay. So let's get a function. Let's call it my submit or anything. You can call it anything. So you're going to get a function out called my submit.
The screen.
So cost my submit. So this function is supposed to be a parameterized function, and it's expecting something we call values. It's expecting something we call values. So when you click on this,
Values and values.
you said,
Is it values?
oh, values. That is all the values inside this form. Must send us in the function B. Do you understand?
Yes.
Could your values, you can call it any name of your choice. You may, like, it's not a must, it is values. So let's now say console log values so that we see the values inside our form. Go back to this and refresh. So I can type, let me change this to Kenny.
Your screen.
Let me say this is Ajayi. Let's say the password is 1234. Then I click on this. Shall we go to one form here by Abby?
Yes.
So we can now easily send these values to the back end if you want to. I'm going to save as a database, so I'm going to send as a back end. At the right time, we're going to see how to communicate to the with the back end, how to send values to the server and all of that. I'm adding it soon. Check out test iwaju.
Yes.
Sir, please go to your code, please.
Okay.
Yeah, can't test it.
Okay.
Okay. You can continue.
Now, but remember, we said we are going to treat Formik and Yup. We've been using Formik all this while. Keep bringing Yup. Yup is the one to handle the form validation. You can easily for instance, but yeah, if I check form here are valid, see one but type anything, say it will be by. Or the password, if I just pull up to 8 characters and all of those things. Shall I understand?
Yes.
See password about 8 characters, only got a share. Only got a share. So you can validate it using by bringing in your Yup. So let's bring in Yup.
Yup.
Import all. Gbogbo nǹkan tó wà ní Yup pátápátá ni à ń gbé wọlé. Everything inside them. As you can call it any name, it's not a must to call this Yup. From Yup. Import all as Yup from Yup. So I'm importing everything inside Yup as Yup. So this YUP lama lo nínú code wa. So let's come here. Go back to your Formik. You want to hook Formik with Yup. I feel hook méjèèjì together by. That's the next thing we're about to do. With that, we want to tell this.
Your screen. Your screen.
Okay. Okay. Ṣé a ti ń rí kóòdù wa báyìí?
Yeah.
Yup, àbí?
Yup.
Yeah.
So now, níbi bí a máa tún add another prop tó ń jẹ́ validation schema. Validation schema. So equals to a market function to what we can call it any name. You can call it maybe my validate or my. You can call it anything. So we are going to get a function called my validate. You can call it anything. So in the function last time what we are just saying is this. Inside this function, we are going to make use of Yup inside this function. So we are now saying that this Formik should now make use of this function for its validation. Sorry, give me a second, please. Please give me a second. Let me quickly attend
Must
to
take the
something.
screen away like that.
Okay, please give me a second. Let me quickly attend to something.
Alright.
That sound.
Okay, sorry. Are we still together?
Yes.
Yup.
Okay. Yup. So, we want to do something. We are going to get a function called my validates. And that my validates will be responsible for validating our codes. I mean our form. The form inside this form is going to validate gbogbo ẹ̀. So let's now do that together. So let's create the function up called my validates. Let's go up. And I'll come here and say const my validates. You will see how simple this validation is, and you will shout, wow. So what she done, like, so are you easy to buy? So we are going to say, remember we've imported all as Yup abi now. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So you now say that Yup tagbe wole yen. Dot object dot shape. Oh sorry, you trigger the objects. Dot shape. Okay. This shape is expecting an object like this. This shape won't expect objects in the nearby. This object will now be key value pair. The keys will be the name attributes. Don't be I want feed the afun one name attributes now. I've been now.
Yes.
So afun one name attributes. So this is first name. MRYBM first name. If I saw one conto gbọ́dọ̀ rí nínú first name yìí láti jẹ́ kó wà valid. If these conditions are not met, omi koko wà valid. Do we understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Yup. But this is usually like almost the first thing you write. You are saying that it should be string.
Just screen.
Okay. You are saying that the first name should be a string. Of course, remember anything coming from my. Is that?
We'll change that.
Ah. What about now?
Go move.
Go move.
Ṣé mi ti pé àgẹ́gẹ́ ṣé ó change
Yeah.
lọ́dọ̀? Mi ò tí type
What's inside?
ní.
How to change?
Àbí? Okay. Okay.
What's show?
Okay. So this is yup.string. Like this it. Remember anything coming from an input is actually a string, Abi now.
Yes.
Yes.
So you are saying that the first name should be a string, and of course it will actually be a string. Next is after the user fill first name, that is if the user does not fill it, come and form here submit. Do we understand?
Yes.
So you can say required. Pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ fill the first name yìí, that's what we are saying. Now, tí wọ́n bá wá fill error message wo ni ẹ fẹ́ gbé jáde, you now put the error message here. You can say first name is required.
Okay.
Do we understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
So àti ṣe títí first name. Let's do the next one, last
What's
name.
it go for?
For myself. I missed to see. Let's see, go back. Chatting the by.
Yes, so.
Yup.
Limbo.
Yup.
Kò
Just
tí dé o.
How's your body?
Fún lọ́run ṣẹlẹ̀ sí kìíní. Ṣé mi ní bínú yọ uninstall kìíní bá kí n wá to install bóyá ó máa ṣiṣẹ́. So you now say yup dot. Kò tún ṣe ní.
Ó ti ṣó wáyé. Ó ti ṣó wáyé.
Ó
Okay.
ti ṣí bọ̀ ó sì gan síbẹ̀ o.
So if you want it to be required, you can make it required. Last name is required. Ṣáà this thing.
Required.
So tó bá yẹ pé ẹ fẹ́.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Tó bá yẹ pé ẹ fẹ́ yẹ kí at least owó yá kí user gbọ́dọ̀ type up to 3 characters sínú last name ẹ tún lè ṣe yẹn náà. Minimum you use the min. So kí ni nǹkan tá a fẹ́ bóyá minimum of 3 characters tí ò bá ti lè rí up to 3.
We are not saying it though. Okay.
So
Okay, continue.
min
That's
3.
fine.
So what you are saying is you want the minimum number of characters inside this place to be at least 3 characters.
Characters.
Tí o bá ti lè rí 3 characters kí element rẹ̀ á fẹ́ ẹ̀ máa fi sí bíbí báyìí. Maybe characters should be more than 3.
The way if you can. Okay.
Something like that. More than 3. Let me even break
We have a
it.
customer, so we can't work.
Oh. Should be more than 3. So, let's now go to the last one, which is the password. again, remember we are using the name property of the feed. Yup does string.
Yes.
Most time for password, I've keep minimum character go up to 8. 8. Please type up to 8. Show you what they will be.
Is it load the other one?
Again, Kokon. Okay.
Okay.
Is it show? We can't try Teams.
Okay, Microsoft Teams.
Yes, one of these days.
Okay. Okay. No problem. I'll check it out now. We're going to see.
Let's try it tomorrow. Teams is not bad.
So, Aniele, she
Kò sí bí padà sí home screen kò tiẹ̀ sí gbọ́ látara. Padà sí home screen gan. Kò tiẹ̀ kúrò.
Okay, cool, man.
Titi Yup does string dot minimum 8.
Password.
Àti password nìkan la kọ rí.
Jesus. What's going on? Ṣé mi ní change location mi báyìí?
What's going on here?
So let me change the location.
Ó ti dé.
Okay, ó ti dé. Ọlọ́run ṣe. Ọlọ́run ṣe.
Ẹni ara retí.
Okay, so a ní àwọn ilé ìbáyìí Yup dot. So do you understand this?
Yes.
Now
Yeah.
tí bọ́ọ̀gì bá wà ń bẹ̀ tí àwọn ilé ò bá sí ń bẹ̀ kò ní ṣe nǹkan tó wà nínú submit yìí o kò ní lọ ṣe nǹkan tó wà níbí ẹ mọ̀ pa ní kó console log values ni àbí náà
Yes.
kò ní lọ console log anything because tí ó bá ṣe pé níbi clear kò ní wá ṣe nǹkan tó wà nínú submit. So let's go to the browser and see it ourselves. So my password divided pé kò tó up to 8 characters àbí náà. Let me refresh. Let me reload the page. Password ó sì. So tá bá tà láti submit. Why is it still? Oh, it's
Initial value wọ́n yẹn.
Initial value but character eléyìí ò tó up to 8 kìíní so I'm not expecting it to go. No, expect kó padà. Of course, we still have some things to do here. Errors. Can you display error? We are going to look at that too. Displaying the error. But normally, tí o bá fail, tí validation schema bá fail, ó yẹ kí on submit, ó yẹ kó débi on submit. Okay, maybe let's do something. Let's put this validation schema before the on submit. And then refresh. It's still displaying it. What's going on? That's the essence of the validation schema. To ensure that this doesn't fail. Okay.
Don't just submit anything.
Yes, to ensure that you don't just submit anything. Okay, well, while we are still looking at it, let's move on. And hopefully, I'm actually going to share. Ṣé rí props yìí mo kàn gba props yìí lẹ́ẹ̀kan adẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan tó wà ní props yìí àbí. Hello.
Kí ló wà lẹ́yìn?
Yes.
Ní mọ̀ pé ìgbà tá a kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ a console log props ìgbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ undirty and all of that.
Okay, yes.
Good. Òyìn la fẹ́ go into buy. Nínú ẹ̀ I need different things. In fact, we have a lot of things. A fẹ́ destructure àwọn nǹkan tó wà nínú ẹ̀ jáde. We can destructure errors. Ṣé àwọn error message yẹ béèrè pé ẹ̀rí lójú screen náà ó yẹ kó sọ fún wa pé type up to 8. Ṣá understand? For instance, eléyìí báyìí tí ó bá ṣe kinní ibo náà wà ó yẹ kí ó display gbogbo àwọn kinní sí ojú screen. But somehow I'm coming. It's working now. Ó ń fail by. Ṣé pé kò console log anything?
Yes.
But kó fẹ́ dàgbé kò ṣiṣẹ́ fún password yìí ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún that so dàgbé kò affect password. So let's see what we are doing wrong with this password. Why tí ó ṣe kò tí password yóò ṣe dá lò. Let's look at what you are doing wrongly. Others are working, but password isn't working. Minimum of 8. Well, I can't really pick why this password is not working. Mo bóyá typo error, bóyá mo fi small letters, but it seems I'm unable to actually figure it out. I will look at it and know why it's not working. But others are working anyway. If I don't fill this and I try to submit this form, you're able to console log anything. I've been now. So, but the password the annual that one alone. Let's move on and display these error messages. And when error messages you want to display them on the screen. So to do that, you can destructure errors out of it. Errors. So you can now say for the first name, after the error to one in your first name, you can just create maybe a small tag. I'm a small tag, magic test in your career.
Yes.
You now say errors dot first name. So well the one ni errors available te bá ti lè kọ these errors la destruction jáde nínú props tari lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn. So wá ní pé kó bá display ti eléyìí tó wà nínú first name kó bá display jáde. So let's refresh now. Ṣé pé ó ti gbé first name is required síbí.
Yes.
If you try to submit.
Kò small.
But coming. Ó yẹ kó ra cars ó tóbi. Ṣé wọ́n ti yọ small tag kúrò? Kò fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ra jẹ́ small text. Anyway, bóyá mo máa fi CSS máa style kìíní yẹn nìyẹn.
Exactly.
So now for the last name also, you can now say the same errors dot last name. Just copy, come here, paste. Then password errors dot password. But let's password it here. That one alone, right? Type is password. Okay. This password is not just working. It's not. Character should be more than 3. Should I put password? Go to any error. Something is still wrong with this password. I'm gonna feel shaking it. I will check it out and understand what's going on with the password. But you follow law.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you can also write some conditions. For instance, ẹ lè jẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé ẹ fẹ́ check pé kó tó di pé ó display error o. Ṣé users ti fọwọ́ kan àwọn kìíní rárá? That you can say if this is touched, if this is dirty. Dirty means the user has typed inside it. Touch means user ti click lé lórí ó ti touch ẹ nìyẹn. Dirty ta rí nígbà tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ nínú props yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé a fi props bí dirty wà nínú ẹ̀ nígbà tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣàrántí.
Yes.
Dirty means the user has actually touched what do I say? The user has tried to type something inside it. Ó ti edit nǹkan tó wà ńbẹ̀ ṣá. Pé kì í ṣe default value. It is dirty. Do we get it?
Yes.
Touch mi pé o ti fọwọ́ kàn bá click lórí mo ti touch ẹ̀ nìyẹn. But dirty mo ti ṣe nǹkan nínú ẹ̀ ṣá. So you might want to say that okay, kó tó di pé ó display any error message o. Let me make this to be empty so that you understand this better. Good. Now, timba type ẹ máa wò nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. This place nínú bí ẹ rí pé ó di pé mo fi eléyìí mo lọ type eléyìí ló ṣe ń sọ fún mi pé first name is required.
Yes.
You might want to write some conditional statements to ensure that ṣé user ti kọ́kọ́ wá sínú bíbá iná kó tó di pé ó display error. Like you can say if it is touched, if it is dirty, you can check all of those things. What do I mean? You can say provided that we have errors dot first name. Pé orí error ó rí pé error wà ní position first name. User dẹ̀ ti fọwọ́ kàn and it has been touched. You can hear and bring out the touched. Oh. You can come here and say touched dot first name. That is, provided the user has touched the first name, ó ti fọwọ́ kan first name. Ó dẹ̀ ti, ṣá understand there, ṣá? I don't know if you are getting this. Tí user bá ti lè fọwọ́ kan first name, tí error dẹ̀ wà nínú first name, ní kó tó bá wa display error message yìí. So you can now put your ternary operator there. Remove this. Close it here. Now say, provided these two conditions, else, if there is nothing, you can just display null. Let me bring this, remove this from this place, then place it here. So, choose about for first name. See, error there was the first name, you go to display error message in here. So, choose about for first name. You see by me, for first name. To buy a type, I display error in the first name. Are we getting it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the user is yet to type in, to touch the first name. But if I touch here, Timba wa ṣe kankan, Timba kúrò ńbẹ̀, àwọn la wá gbé error jáde. Ṣó ti yé wa?
Sure.
So that's about that. Then let's sọ pé dirty also. If you want it to be dirty, that is, tí user bá ti edit ẹ̀. Eléyìí tó yàtọ̀ sí touch o. Dirty dot first name. Mo lè touch ẹ. Look at it. Mo lè touch ẹ báyìí. Kí n má ṣe anything, kò ní gbé error jáde. Ṣé a rí pé kò gbé error jáde first name?
Yes.
But ká ní mo wá type nǹkan sínú ẹ̀, mi wá meet condition ta ní kó ṣe. Mo ti dirty ẹ̀ ní, ẹ rí pé mo ti dirty ẹ̀ báyìí, mo ti type nǹkan sínú ẹ̀, mo dẹ̀ ti parẹ́, mo ti dirty ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Tí má wá kúrò. Má kúrò. Oh, sorry. Oh. Condition bí o lè jẹ́ kó meet sorry error star kan síbí o lè jẹ́ kó meet ti dirty. What do I mean? Where is it to validate? Ó wà required nìkan. Tàbá dẹ̀ ti clear inú ẹ̀, it's no longer dirty. I don't know if you get it.
Yes.
Tàbá ti clear inú ẹ̀, it's no longer dirty. Last name ló máa easy. Let's just let's just copy this and add this to the first name. So àwa ní jẹ́ kó tó 3 characters. And jẹ́ kó tó character mẹ́ta. So let's refresh now. So we will make it dirty. We've typed something inside. It is dirty now. Tomato back. Why is it not so back anyhow? Wow. What are we doing wrongly? I'm coming. Killer, should I do? I'm coming. Dirty. Why is this dirty? The dirty is not working. What's this? I want to check something. Let me terminate the terminal and restart it again. That is not giving us the results.
Did we import React at all? Like
At the top.
yes, I'm sure Komata.
Well, let's bring it in. Wow. I don't get why this that is also not working. Okay. Okay, I'll check why this that is not working out. We discuss it tomorrow.
Alright, sir.
So, but hope you understand this how this Formik and Yup works.
So far.
Okay. So it makes our form validation. Yup makes it so easy, and Formik makes the whole form handling very easy. And iṣẹ́ máa dà wá láàmú. Inú component yẹn náà tẹ̀sí ra máa lò. Inside that component only form yẹn náà let's máa run. Let's máa bring the Formik and Yup. Any question?
None for now.
Now assignments. Assignment I'm actually it doesn't stop tomorrow's class. In fact, I don't expect us to have completed it by tomorrow. So it doesn't stop tomorrow's class. I'm gonna submit assignment in next week Wednesday. Do we get it?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Now, here's our assignment. You want to build a school portal. A school portal. Like, don't let me just say, I'm not, a school portal is something very big anyway, but let's just say a fraction or a part of school portal. This is it. There will be teachers' end and there will be students' end. As a teacher, I will register as a teacher, and students will also register. Should students register? Well, the student may not necessarily register, but the teachers will register. And each teacher will register his or her subjects. Ó lè jẹ́ English, ó lè jẹ́ maths, ó lè jẹ́ kìíní. Àwọn teachers yẹn máa register àwọn subjects wọn. Are we following?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, after registering the subject, that teacher now can now set questions under each of those subjects. Tí n bá mú English by, you know, of course, as a teacher, I've registered my subjects. I think I have a list of subjects available. So the teacher can now pick any of those subjects and set questions on those subjects. So only set 30 questions, only set 50 questions, only set any number of questions. T over who the subjects in. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti ń set there, for instance, mo pick question number 1 by how many states are there in Nigeria? A5, B, kìíní kan. Ó ti máa sọ ilé tó jẹ́ answer nínú gbogbo àwọn options yẹn, bóyá A ni answer o, bóyá B ni answer o, bóyá C ni answer o, bóyá D, ó ti máa sọ síbẹ̀ náà. Do we get it?
Okay.
Teacher yẹn máa tick answer ilé tó jẹ́ answer náà, ó ti máa sọ fún system yẹn, so that the system will know that this is the answer. Option yẹn ló kàn máa mú o, option ilé tó jẹ́ answer yẹn ni ó máa mú. So tó bá ti set gbogbo questions ẹ̀ tán, á save ẹ̀. So at the student end now, tí anybody bá wá débẹ̀, ó máa rí list of those subjects tó ti set questions fún, á dẹ̀ pick eléyìí tó bá wù nú ẹ̀. Wáyé kí maths ló fẹ́ ṣe, á select maths. Tó bá ti lè select maths. Oh, one more thing, the teacher will set the time. Bó jẹ́ 1 hour ni ó fẹ́ jẹ́ kí wọ́n lò, bó jẹ́ 5 minutes, ó ṣáà máa set àwọn time tí ó fẹ́ jẹ́ kí wọ́n lò fún question yẹn. So tí student bá ti wá débẹ̀, student máa select subjects. Tó bá ti select subjects, á wá rí àwọn questions yẹn, time yẹn á dẹ̀ máa read. Tí time yẹn bá ti read tán, ó máa submit fún rẹ̀. Tí student yóò bá ti parí ẹ̀, ó máa submit fún rẹ̀. Á dẹ̀ fún ní score ẹ̀ tó gbà as at the time yẹn count tán. Tó bá yẹ kó wá submit fún rẹ̀ náà ni, á fún ní score ẹ̀ náà. Ṣé ó yé wa? I come again. There will be a teacher's end The teachers will register the subjects and the questions under each subject. Now at the student end, the students can receive the list of subjects. Then after seeing the list of subjects, the student can select any of them. After selecting, the questions will display immediately and the time will be written. To bá dẹ̀ ti read wọ 00 ó máa submit fún rẹ̀. Or kí náà polúkọ ẹ̀ ó máa read wọ 00 ó máa submit fún rẹ̀. Or tí ó bá tó wáyé pé student yẹn náà submit náà fún rẹ̀ náà ni ó ti submit náà nìyẹn. Whether time ló catch up pẹ̀lú ẹni àbí ó ṣetán tó fọwọ́ rẹ̀ submit any of them. So instantly ó máa fún ní final score ẹ̀. This is called tó ní. Ẹ mọ̀ pé teacher yẹn ti sọ eléyìí tó jẹ́ answer nínú àwọn questions yẹn gbà tó ń set questions nínú àwọn options yẹn. So ló fi máa grade your system yẹn fi máa grade automatically. Okay, this is your score. Any question?
No questions for now.
Alright.
From me.
Of me too.
To Zoa.
Amen. Look at so ignore la máa lò. Look at so ignore la máa lò. And all of that. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's alright. Can take it.
Yes, sir. What do I
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Alright.